we go.
Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
I'm Sheila Fawson.
I'm Greg Clausen.
I'm Dr. Ernestine Garcia. I'll be doing the reading.
I'm Jake Fernandez.
I'm Barbara Heinzman. I'm playing music along with
Solo Stanley playing percussion.
Let's get started with the evocation. If you would turn within, close your eyes, and just picture yourself at complete peace. The harmony of the universe is right where you are, because all that there is the one power, the one presence, the infinite intelligence, that which created each one of us and all of the universe and beyond. I know that this day is a blessing to us all. As we enter into this sacred service, we come here and share what we have to give and get what we have to learn. And this center unfolds in all its splendor and glory. I'm so very grateful for all that are gathered here today, for all that are watching from their own homes or someplace else. I'm grateful for each individual, knowing you bring a unique gift to us all. And so I just bless this service and name it good and very good, knowing that this word is complete and now fulfilling itself. I can release, let go, and simply allow it to be. And together we all say, and so it is. The wonderful Barb and Salo.
Yes, yes.
Yay! Thank you so much for having us today. And here's a song that we just have so much fun with. Salo and I wrote this about a year or so ago. And it's called I See You. I think that's what it is. Or just I think it's called Let's Have Fun. No, that's what it is. It's Let's Have Fun. It's all good.
Because we always want to be heard and seen and,
Yeah.
and have fun.
And have fun.
Yeah.
So here we go. I see you, I hear you, and I love you. I see you, I hear you, and I love you. Let's have fun and be kind to one another. You're just fine the way you are. Let's have fun and be kind to one another. You're just fine the way you are. We see you, we hear you, and we love you. We see you, we hear you, and we love you. Let's have fun and be kind to one another. You're just fine the way you are. Let's have fun and be kind to one another. You're just fine the way you are. God sees you, God hears you, and God loves you. God sees you, God hears you, and God loves you. Let's have fun and be kind to one another. You're just fine the way you are. Let's have fun and be kind to one another. You're just fine. God sees you.
Yeah, thank you. We see you.
All right.
Thank you for doing that. We're going to have another song after we do some short messages.
You
So we'll
got
see
it.
you in a bit.
So I'm going to start with our mission statement for the Center for Spiritual Living North Metro. Our mission is to create an open, accepting, learning environment that recognizes and embraces diversity, peaceful resolution to conflict in personal and community relationships, and to help make the world a better place.
And so it is.
And so it is. And so like us and check in on Facebook at CSL North Metro. And you can check out our website at cslmetro.org, northmetro.org. If you go to contact us, you can add yourself to the email list so that when I send out what we're doing and the links and everything, you'll get that. You can also request prayer from the website, and we'll pray for your prayer request all week. And there's a lot more information out there, including the affirmations and the weekly prayers. And Reverend Michael does a blog every month, and January is not up there, but all the rest of them for a long time are. Today's title is The Eternal Song. You've already met our fabulous, amazing guest artist, Barden Salo. And today's reading is from How Can I Help by Ram Dass and Paul Gorman. And that's me.
So we invite Dr. Ernestine to the. There you are.
Hello, everyone. I get to do the affirmations for the week of January 15th, 2023, and they're written by Stephen Anthony. Please repeat after me. I cultivate love and compassion from my heart in all experiences.
I cultivate love and compassion from my heart in all my experiences.
The point of my existence is to fulfill my divine purpose in life.
The point of my existence is to fulfill my divine purpose in life.
When still and calm, I am open to the limitless wisdom from my inner spirit.
When still and calm, I am open to the limitless wisdom from my inner spirit.
The allness of infinite spirit always exists as who I am.
The allness of infinite spirit always exists as who I am.
I powerfully radiate the energy of my purest expression.
I powerfully radiate the energy of my purest expression.
All that serves my highest being is available to me here and now.
All that serves my highest being is available to me here and now.
And together we say,
And so it is.
so it is. Okay, as Reverend Valerie said, today's reading is from the book, How Can I Help by Ram Dass and Paul Gorman. When we function from a place of spacious awareness, rather than from our analytical mind, we are often surprised to find solutions to problems without our having to figure them out. It is as if out of the reservoir of our minds, which contains everything we know and everything we are sensing at the moment, all that could be useful rises to the surface and presents itself for appropriate action. Sudden flashes of memory, past or experience, or understanding seem to get expressed. And these are quotations. I can't explain it. It just came to me. It all suddenly became clear. I forgot I even knew that. We often call this quality of mind intuition, but often we don't trust or honor it. Unlike our thinking mind, which arrives at solutions through a linear process of analysis, which we can follow, the intuitive mind seems to leap to a solution. Perhaps the process is going on outside the range of our consciousness. Perhaps we are delving into regions of the mind where thinking in the conventional sense is not necessary. Whatever, it is still an important resource of our minds and worthy of more than incidental attention. And everyone said, and so it
There
is.
it is. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we're ready for another song.
We are.
Let's bring back Barb and Salo.
Here we are.
There
You
you
know,
are.
there is a new world coming, and every moment and every day and in the present moment, we can choose to make that new world wherever we are. And so
Yes.
here's a wonderful song that was made famous by Cass Elliot. There's a new world coming, and it's just around the bend. There's a new world coming, this one's coming to an end. There's a new voice calling, you can hear it if you try, and it's growing stronger with each day that passes by. There's a brand new morning, rising clear and sweet and free. There's a new day dawning that belongs to you and me. There's a new world coming, the one we've had visions of, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love. There's a new world coming, and it's just around the bend. There's a new world coming, this one's coming to an end. There's a new voice calling, you can hear it if you try, and it's growing stronger with each day that passes by. There's a brand new morning, rising clear and sweet and free. There's a new day dawning that belongs to you and me. Yes, a new world's coming, the one we've had visions of, coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love. Coming in peace, coming in joy, coming in love.
Thank you, Barb, Salo. Barb,
Oh,
would you hit those 3 notes for me? Or 4 notes?
Absolutely. Here we go.
Da, 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 da. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want you to remember those notes. So when we go to the end of my talk, I'll be doing something around those 4 notes. Thank you. So this month's theme is root and reboot. Root is our connection to God. It's the roots of everything we are, everything we're becoming, our past, our future, and the right now. So sometimes we get out of sync and forget who we are, that we're children of God. And it takes a reboot to get us back there. And for me, a reboot could be anything from just closing my eyes and claiming who I am, or doing a mantra, or there's all kinds of ways that you can bring yourself back to knowing your oneness with God. So I invite you to continue to look for opportunities to reboot. And the more you reboot, the more you'll stay in root. I couldn't help myself. Today's title is The Internal Song. And I woke up this morning and something came to me that said soul song. And I thought, soul song, that's interesting. It feels like connection to today's title. So I went to the internet to see what somebody's definition of soul song was, and I got this. Your soul song is not just your personality or the way you think. It's a blend of every little piece of every little part of you, your inner longings, dreams, loves, visions, your creative force, your life force energy. And I thought, yeah, that says it all. It's more than our personality. It's the revelation of the self that is connected and one with all that exists. And that includes negative parts of your experiences and positive parts of your experiences. That each one of those have some significance on your life. And we get to explore what's trying to be become conscious in my mind, that when I look to God, I find the way. When I find the way, I can hear my song, and the song is eternal. And those 4 notes I'll talk about a little bit later. So that's one way of thinking about this internal song. But we can also internalize songs. When you internalize a song, you bring back, it's a song that brings back memories. I can remember, there's 2 songs that came up for me when I was thinking about this talk that brings back memories and go all the way back to when I was recognized my first melody. And my dad thought it was just amazing that I was like 2 or 3 years old and I recognized this melody every time you play it. And the song was Blue Tango. And I can still feel, when I hear that song, I can still feel this warmth of connection to my father. And it's a song that you don't, it's not played much anymore because it's an old song with no lyrics. It's just instrumental. But anyway, that takes me back a long ways back to my childhood and all the experiences I've had from that point on when that song would play. And another song that came up for me was Red Sails in the Sunset. And the reason that it comes up for me is, as a child, my dad was a musician and we traveled a lot. He'd be in one nightclub for 2 or 3 weeks and then we'd have to move to the next one. So every 2 or 3 weeks we were moving, and the band that he created would, with their children and their wives, pull their trailers from one gig to the next. So this song, Red Sails in the Sunset, took place in Biloxi, Mississippi, where in my memory, we played the most times there. And in my memory, I recall falling in love at 5 years old with the owner of the nightclub's daughter. And we'd drive on the bus together and we'd talk about the house we would have and the picket fence and all that good stuff. And so it was a very strong internalized memory. And if I was to hear that song again, I'm sure I would go right back to that whole feeling tone of what it was like to be there then. Songs can change moods too. You could be feeling one thing and you hear this song and it brings you into another realm, like Barry White. When you hear his songs, you go to a place definitely, and it's all good. And a song can be like the national anthem. What the feeling you get when you sing that song, feeling we're free and we're blessed to live in a land where we can pursue anything we want. So we can internalize any song into a memory that we want to carry forth. Then there's this thing called the earthworm, and that's when that's when a song gets in your head and it won't go away. It can be a commercial, it can be anything, but it gets in your head and it's just like, it won't go away. And you think, it went away. And as soon as you think that thought that it went away, right back in, it's got you again.
Yep.
So earthworms aren't too much fun from internalizing. So back to the music. When I think of a keyboard, I think of flats and sharps, and I compare that to the music of our life. There are days we wake up and we seem a little flat. Things seem to bump up against us, and we do the best we can. Or you wake up in the morning, you just feel sharp. Like I woke up this morning, I felt that title, internal song, the internal song, and it came to me as like, that soul song. Spirit called me and talked to me and said soul song. So I thought, wow, that is awesome. And then I heard, I'm going through all this stuff, and I relate to Ram Dass talking about you just get in this field and you just know it all comes to you. So the first thing I heard was, close your eyes and think of the first note, four notes that comes to your mind. So I did that, and I heard C, D, E, G, that song that you heard earlier. C, D, E, G, do, 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 do. And I thought, wow, those 4 notes, those are my song. That's the song that came to me. So that is my song. That is the song of me. Well, it didn't stop there. It continued to feed me things. And Valerie can be a witness. When something starts coming, a song, a poet, lyrics, whatever, I just cannot stop. I gotta allow it to flow, and I gotta put it to paper, because otherwise I lose it. So this song came, or these verse, what I was going through came through as a song, and it came from those 4 notes. And this is the song that came to me. Oops. Okay, these are the first 4 notes. I was alone, and this is the rest of the verse. I was alone, where should I go? I asked God why, heard I am the no, K-N-O-W. It did make sense in an odd sort of way, because what I am is what I say. And then the chorus, don't lay your eggs from what you are told, make your mistakes, dare to be bold. Dare to be bold, dare to be bold, make your mistakes, still dare to be bold. The next verse, I was alone, where did I go? I was the way, was all I need know. I will laugh when I cry, and when I am down, I won't look to the sky. I'll learn from my frown. Don't lay your eggs from what you are told. Make your mistakes, dare to be bold. Dare to be bold, dare to be bold. And I realized, and I know this inwardly so strongly, but sometimes I forget that I am a keyboard, and you can play me. And when you play me, I create music, and that's eternal. And the music that we listen to, we should be very conscious of the words that are put to that music, because when you sing a song that's prayerful, it's the most powerful way to sing to pray, because music multiplies the power of your word infinitely by singing it. So I encourage you to sing your song and just realize that there is a song within you and it wants to be sung. It wants the whole world to hear it. So why not just do it? Valerie?
So, I didn't have a song come. Although, when you said that, when I was 18, I bought a 1960 white Chevy convertible with the red interior.
Impala.
Yeah. And, you know, I love that car. So you had to start turning about half a block before you got to the corner
It's like a boat.
to get around. But my boyfriend at the time, who became my first husband, and not Michael, put a 4-track tape deck in my car. And the song that I played the most often was the Turtles singing Happy Together. And so, you know, like I'm driving along in my convertible and Happy Together is just blasting out. And I can still have that feeling of sitting in that car and being so happy I have that car and that there's music in it. It was just incredible. And it's funny what you said about that song just brings all that back. I'm just in that car having that experience. So, and
Red leather seats.
well, they weren't. I doubt that they were leather.
Oh.
I have no idea. They were red. It was pretty. So I'm just going to say one more thing about it. And what's happening on the screen up there? Is there something we need? Oh, my battery's low. I'm sorry. I forgot to plug it in today. Okay, that's better. Forgot what I was talking about.
Chevy.
Whether it was leather.
Oh,
What matters?
so I went tobogganing. We lived in Colorado Springs at the time. The whole toboggan fit in the trunk. Gloves. Anyway, the thing I was going to talk about today is the things that we tell ourselves and how it's really important to pay attention to the things that we tell ourselves because we have experiences based on those things we're telling ourselves. And I think about things like, I don't know how to do that, or I don't know how I'm going to do that, or and I'm sure you got your own things going through, or I will be shown how to do that. You know, it's just a way will come, or I know I'm going to have a great day today, as opposed to, I don't think I'm going to have a very good day today. Whatever we think when we first wake up in the morning, we have the opportunity to change that if it starts going in a negative way. And then I have a lot of things I do at my desk, and I have a tendency to think that I need to just sit there and I need to just stare at that computer until I get it done. And sometimes I'm there for hours and hours and hours and hours.
And hours and hours.
And I read an article I read 2. One of them said you should get up and move around every hour. And the other one said every half hour. And you don't have to do much. You can just stand up and shake your arms or just absolutely some movement. And the article talked about how the body's connected to the brain in that way, and that as we move our body, more oxygen gets to our brain and it's easier to think. And you read that stuff and you go, I already know that it's not that effective to sit there for hours because I'm so exhausted when I get done that because I've used all the energy up and I haven't recharged myself during the day. So I work also at the Science of Mind Archives, and I was talking to the administrator about it the other day, and she said she does it too. And I said, I think we need to just set 30 minutes on our phone. We don't have to do much, just like get up and shake or something. And it makes a huge difference just to move a little bit. And the other place where I get stuck sometime is I don't know how to do a thing. I've forgotten or I never knew. And I start really thinking about how to do it. The more I think I don't know, the more I think about it, the less I know how to do it. But if I let it go, the answer just kind of comes up, and then I know how to do it. And I know these things. I know I need to let my intuition work because it works very well. I know I need to rest my body because it needs the rest. And yet I get in that mode of, oh, I have so much work to do. I better sit here until I get it done. So the little 30-minute thing, like making a little ding, I suppose it was my computer that was dinging because I was wondering what that noise was because I forgot to plug it in this morning. So we think of ourselves as being a body having a mind. But actually, the truth is we're a mind and a spirit and a soul who has a body. And so it's really important for us to remember as we feed that, it feeds us. And remember that the stuff that happens outside of us, and it really isn't ours to do. I was thinking about that because what we teach in Science of Mind always is that what we think about, we create more of. What we think about expands. And I think sometimes we get caught into everybody has complete control over what's going on because it's all through our thoughts. And so if something's happening in somebody's life that's not good, then they must be thinking the wrong way. And I've heard people say things like that. And that's true to a point. And I found this by Ernest Holmes. It was actually in the Science of Mind magazine this week. Our thoughts are a collection, not only of our personal experience, but the thoughts of the collective unconsciousness of the world itself. I think that's really, really important to remember when we're thinking about what our thoughts are and what we're creating, because yes, our thoughts, we do manifest our thoughts. And that's not the only thing that's going on. And I know I've talked about that before, that I'm manifesting, but so are you, and so are you, and so are you, and so are you, and so are you. And it does bump into us. And so I think sometimes we can be a little too hard on ourselves because maybe something's not going like we think it should. So what am I thinking? Or we can be a little too hard on myself. Why did this thing happen? And it's really important to just give ourselves a break and remember, yes, it's really important to pay attention to what we're thinking. And it's also important to remember that everybody else is out there creating as well. And so every single thing that happens to us isn't just because of our thoughts. And we do have a lot of control over what we do with what comes up. So I think that's most of the stuff I wanted to say today. Do you have?
I just remembered that CDEG. I asked what it meant, and very clearly it stands for Care, Dare equals God.
Whoa, say that again.
Caring and daring equals God, CDEG. So in creating your song, not creating it, but tapping into your song, you'll be given everything you need in the, not so much the physical world, but the spiritual world, that realm of goodness where we try to live and have our being to the best we can, because this world is a busy world, and busyness can take your attention really fast, and you can get caught up in all the world effects, the war in Russia, the president doing this, the ex-president doing that, who's did not remember to take out the garbage this week, all these things that cross our mind. It's up to us to center ourselves when we've lost track of why we're here, to be the outpicturing of spirit from which we were made in God's likeness and image. So it's important to know your root is your connection to God. That's your root. And know that anytime you get caught in the world of effects, you can bring it back to the root through rebooting your thoughts. And that's so important. So just watch yourself this month. Continue to watch yourself. Continue to find a place where you consciously reboot from something that just took your attention away, that doesn't need to have your attention. And as we start doing that as a community, we'll start seeing changes not only in our life, but in lives around us. And I think that's a pretty cool thing.
It is.
Would you like to pray?
Yes.
You know, Pastor me.
So I just invite you to take a deep breath. As we recognize that there is just one life, only one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence in, as, and through all that is. It is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniactual, omniaction, omnisexual. It is all that is. There's no thing outside of God. And I know that right where I am, God is, and right where each one of us, God is, in its entirety, not just a piece of, all of it. Right where we are, God is. And so I know for each of us, love and peace and harmony and joy and abundance and creativity and wonder and divine relationships and recognition of the miracle that each one of us is, that we are here at this time doing the things we're here doing to add to the creative consciousness of the world. And so I am just absolutely so grateful to know this truth for myself and for each and every other person, grateful to experience this body at this time and this mind at this time. Grateful to know that right where we are, God is all the time, in, as, and through all things. And so in absolute gratitude, knowing this truth is already done in the mind of God, that it is manifesting right here and right now, I simply release it. I let it go. I allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is. Woo-hoo! Men, mean, ho, ashe, and woo-hoo!
Conscience of unity on its way, coming on angels' wings, on beautiful rays. No more duality, no hardened schemes, no shattered hearts, no broken dreams. All is well. Love is all we see. When love is all we see, we soften our shell. Our vision is clearer now, and no all is well. No more duality, no hardened schemes, no shattered hearts, no broken dreams. All is well. Love is all we see. Only an angel's touch will heal our souls. And when we're open, the parts become whole. No more duality, no hardened schemes, no shattered hearts, no broken dreams. All is well. Love is all we see. Only one mind, and we are all wise. Hearts are expanding, our dreams take flight. All is well. Love is all we see. When we arrive to the portal of light, we begin to vision an angel's sight. Only one mind, and we are all wise. Hearts are expanding, our dreams take flight. All is well. Love is all we see. Only one mind, and we are all wise. Hearts are expanding, our dreams take flight. All is well. Love is all we see.
Yay, beautiful song.
I love that song.
Is that a fairly new one?
That's actually off of our It's Already Done CD. It's one I think we wrote up in the mountains one day. We were taking a break, a much needed break, and this just kind of came out of the guitar.
Wow.
I love it. It's
And the
beautiful.
So
solo.
tell people how to get that song if they want it.
Oh,
That is so
absolutely.
beautiful.
You can go to bourbonsolo.com and you can get the It Is Already Done CD. Here's Solo. It has longer arms. And it also has, you can get a coffee mug. It's also got some Solo's flute CD. It's got our first CD, BS in Fresno. So yeah, you just check out bourbonsolo.com. Thank you.
Yay. Thank you so much.
And we're looking forward to one more song after we finish some business.
Absolutely.
Okay, see you. So, think in terms of playing with the universe, that the more you play, the more you're freed up of hang-ups, of fears, of missed opportunities. And that is worth giving. And it's important to be conscious of where you're giving, because the places that you give fulfill a part of you that may have been missing. And we invite you to make our spiritual center here in Thornton, Colorado, a place where you feel like you can give and know that great works will come from it. That through our consciousness of oneness, we can change the world. We can make it a better place to live. And so I invite you to now shine your light towards this basket, which is a representation of the good flowing through us and moving back to you. And we do this by repeating after me. I'm so very grateful to give.
I am so very grateful to give.
Know that my heart is nurtured through my giving.
Know that my heart is nurtured through my giving.
And as I give, it multiplies coming back to me.
And as I give, it multiplies coming back to me.
I am not the gift and the giver. I am the gift and the giver.
I am not the gift and the giver. I am the gift and the giver.
That's right. And so we give thanks and let it be.
And let it be. And so it is.
That was interesting.
That was interesting. Must have come for a reason.
contemplation. So, what else?
Oh, I need to tell people how to give. I usually do that first. The easiest way to donate is go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and there are a couple of ways to give out there. Also, if you happen to use Venmo, you can see the QR codes right there, so you can just put your phone right up next to that, and it'll take you right to the spot. That QR code's also on the website. So, and the address is there. So if you're a person that likes to write checks, we take checks too.
Yes,
Yeah, and
we're
cash.
grateful for
There
all
we
that you
are.
do.
Yes, thank you so much for all of those of you who donate all the time and keep us here. So thank you.
Yes. So we're ready for another song.
Yes, we are.
We are ready for another song too, which makes it convenient. And here's a song by it's one of my favorites. Amy Grant wrote a great song called "Where Do I Go." I've changed the lyrics so it goes, "Where do I go? I go within again." So here is one of my favorites by Amy Grant. Where do I go when I need a shelter? Where do I go when I need a friend? Where do I go when I need some help? And where do I go? I go within again. Where do I go when I need a shelter? Where do I go when I need a friend? Where do I go when I need some help? And where do I go? I go within again. Ask me this question, I'll tell you no lies. How did I get this far in my life? All is not certain, but I will get by. Listen and I'll tell you why. Where do I go when I need a shelter? Where do I go when I need a friend? Where do I go when I need some help? And where do I go? I go within again. Sure as the winter comes after the fall, sure as true love tears down any wall, oh, Spirit is able to carry it all. God will answer our call. Where do I go when I need a shelter? Where do I go when I need a friend? Where do I go when I need some help? And where do I go? I go within again. Where do I go when I need a shelter? Where do I go when I need a friend? Where do I go when I need some help? And where do I go? I go within. I go within. Again.
Woo-hoo! Yay. Well, thank you all for being here. We're so grateful for this day and for all that we get to share with. And we're just saying thank you. Thank you internally.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, does anybody have anything they want to share?
You can do that when we come to the...
I do. I just want to thank you for letting me do the readings. It really hits home when you're the one doing the readings. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you for doing it. We appreciate it a lot.
Thank you, Greg and Sheila, for producing this service.
Sure.
They do
You're
it
welcome.
beautifully, and thanks for Barb and Sal always.
Yes.
We love that.
We are so glad to be here.
Yes,
We love the third Sunday of the month.
we do.
Yeah, we do too. We get to play.
Yes.
Great message and great music.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Really fun.
So join us on Zoom right after this service. The link is in the comments, right, to get onto Zoom. But if you missed it there and you need to know, it's on our website on the calendar under today's service. So you can also, while you're out there, if you go to our website, sign up to get the emails from us every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, okay. You pray us out, and
Yes.
then we'll see you on Zoom in just a little bit.
So close your eyes once more and turn within. And together we recognize that infinite intelligence that created us and the universe and everything that's in it, created you and me in its likeness and image, created us to be creators, created us to spread the word, the good word that God is, and God is all that there is. And so I bless each and every individual that participated in this service today. I bless those that may watch us later on
Facebook and YouTube.
there you go. And just so very grateful. Continue to do the work because you are the change the world wants to
That's
see.
right.
And we empower you to continue doing the great works just by showing love wherever you go, showing peace wherever you go. So this is the calling for each and every one of us as we move through this next week in grace, blessed by all the good that flows to us. And I just simply give thanks for this and so much more. And together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
Okay, we'll see you on
See you on
Zoom.
Zoom.
Okay.